Columbus. I'm Revan, and I'm joined by the cheerleader for Cursed Las Vegas. It's the one and only Gandhi.
I am a very good cheerleader, aren't I?
You're a damn good-looking one, too.
I know, it's the beard. It's awesome to be back in an MLG, man. I haven't been in this venue for an entire year.
Really?
Yeah, 2012 was the last time Halo was on the circuit, and now I find myself coaching Cursed Las Vegas. And on the main stage, we actually have EnVy taking on Cursed New York, so it's going to be pretty awesome to watch, man.
It's going to be a sick matchup, but I'm sure it's going to live up to the hype of the match that we just saw. Primal taking out not only Vex, but before that, Justice.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about Primal. Who are they?
Okay, so Primal, for any of you Halo fans out there, Primal is basically an all-star team of Halo players. These players, you have Ace, who is the Halo Global Championship winner. He won $200,000, and they are now currently going up against Vanquish. They've had a lot of best-of-threes here, going the entire distance, and they actually seem to be good at Blitz, which I was kind of like, I don't know if they're going to be good at Blitz, but it seems to be working out for them.
For what I've seen from them, they know exactly when to push. Yep. They know exactly when to defend. Extremely smart players, and their gun skill transitioned right over to Call of Duty, man. Formal, he's got one nasty shot. Yeah.
Well, taking a look here at the B-roll here, we have, oh, that's not even B-roll. That's just that good of a camera. Yeah. Not even mad. A little bit amazed. We have EnVy taking on Cursed New York. I want to talk a little bit before we jump in this game about, both of these teams have looked strong on certain days online, and that's kind of like the nature of the beast with online.
That's Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's like one day you're the best team in the world, and the next day it's like, what happened to me? And I think EnVy is a little bit more consistent of a team, but Cursed New York was definitely, at the end, coming into this event, was looking amazing.
Yeah, they've prepared a good amount. They even took out you guys in the Cursed family feud.
Yeah, I was not happy about that.
How do you think they're going to fare against Team EnVyUs, though?
It's going to be a little bit interesting here for me, just because I think EnVy is just so well rehearsed on the main stage. They're used to this. It's a little bit later, but they're a team who's going to benefit from just the tournament dragging on, because they've been here so many times before. But I think the big thing for Curse is to come out here and win this Dom on Sovereign. And from what I've seen from Cursed New York, they bring a mean Sovereign Dom game.
Yeah, John, he's starting the game off 3-0. They've already captured the B flag, so off to a great start here. Finally, they're going to be able to deal with John, but now Twiz. All right, so a couple down for Cursed New York. It's going to be EnVy fighting for map position as they're making their way over to the B flag. We're watching Rambo.
Yeah, and I think Rambo's actually going to go on the flank here, and the reason why he wants to get C instead of even contesting B, because 1B is just like a firefight, everyone's dying around you. But more importantly, C is actually the better spawn, so when you get control of that, it forces the enemy's hand, and then they end up taking A, and you're like, well, now you're spawn trapped.
Yeah, not only that, if you force them to rotate back to C, that means they're not around B, they're holding less map control, so you can capitalize from there, and it looks like Rambo has exactly that in mind. Unfortunately, there's one player behind him that's going to stop him just short, but let's take a look at who is arguably the best player to touch Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Karma.
Really? You're going to say arguably one of the best?
Arguably, either him or Crim 6.
Wow.
They're definitely top two.
That is a very bold statement, Cotton. But, Karma, he looked amazing in that All-Star game, didn't he?
Yeah.
Looked very, very good, and I actually didn't watch his stream that much. When I watch streams, I kind of watch more for the objective players, just because I feel like they have a better understanding of the game, so you can learn more. So Rambo's always been that player I've watched. I mean, he is just, he's like a cornucopia of knowledge.
Yeah, I've known Karma for a long time now, and he's just one of those players where the day a game drops, he's going to, pick it up so fast. He adapts so quickly to any game, but we've seen a good amount of EnVy. Let's look at the captain from Cursed New York, Twiz. They're trying to retake the B flag. They know exactly where EnVy are going to be spawning, and it looks like they're going to be able to get that back under their control.
Yep. Twiz now going to be rounding around, gets hit by a stun. He knows they're trapped in A now, and as you can see on the minimap, they're trying to get control of control room, which is always fun to say, isn't it? But by getting that, it's so much easier to one-trap them in A, and two, to really just stop them from getting B. And now jumping on with B. Fire has another guy, almost gets the two-piece, just stopped a little bit shy. Teammate's going to jump in, that's going to be Assassin has a guy, and Groupie's going to take him out.
But John is there to clean up the kill. Now pushing into the spawn, so Team EnVy finds one. Unfortunately, he's going to get cleaned up. Blind Fire there to kind of clean up the kills here. Now, Blind Fire, he's normally like an aggressive assault rifle player, but now he's got the MTAR in his hand. That tells me at least that Cursed New York, they want to be very aggressive against this EnVy squad.
Yeah, and that's one of the things you're going to see a lot of teams do here, especially because if they decide, hey, you know what, we have to go for B, you're going to see them pull out 3, maybe 4 subs on their team instead of going 2 ARs on this map. And I think it's better. I love the pressure. When Las Vegas brings out all 4 subs, I think it's better personally.
Yeah, I've seen teams like Complexity do it time and time again. They're not afraid to switch it up. And actually a fun fact about Complexity, so Aches and Teep they've won the first major tournament of Call of Duty for the past 3 years.
I like fun facts, and that is impressive.
That's pretty fun, right?
Yeah. Teep is such a good guy, isn't he?
Who doesn't love TP?
Oh, he's so nice. He's got the perfect like jazz radio host voice.
I'd love to see him and Corey Dunn cast the game.
I don't think we can handle it.
Anyways, back into the action here. Assassin, he's going to get shut down, switching right over to Cursed John. And he's not wasting any time here, going right for the 3-cap. He will get shut down, wasn't able to neutralize the A flag, which I think was the goal of that push there. So let's switch over to Team EnVy. They're trying to take control of B here. Karma, he's on it, trying to cap.
Karma now sitting on the B, knows there's a guy coming out, spots him, is not able to take him out. He's going to go down. That's going to be 2 members down for EnVyUs. Jumping on board with Rambo. Rambo's going to go bottom middle. He's probably going to push this ladder. Has the guy in front of him, going to be taken out. That's going to end up being 3 dead. Proofy, the last one alive as everyone's coming off the respawn. Checking down bottom, choking at generators, and now he's going to be taken out.
Yeah, Cursed New York, they're putting up a good show here. They're up by 21 points with 50 seconds remaining in the first half. And big thanks to John. He's 13-8, but also 5 captures for Twiz. Right now, we're watching Karma. He's going to get shut down, so let's go on board with one of the best assault rifles to ever touch Call of Duty, Proofy.
Ah, Proof. Big Proof. I like his Instagram pictures the best. I think that's the best thing he's got going for him. His selfies are something else, aren't they?
Proof's a pretty good-looking kid.
It's like a young Chris Brown.
All right, so Proof's going to make his way over to the B flag. Time's starting to wind down. Only 20 seconds, which means there's an opportunity for a team to get 4 scores on the board. One member around the corner. Blindfire's actually going to get the best of Proof right there, while Rambo, he's over at the C flag. They were able to neutralize B, but not see all 4 go down for EnVy. It's looking like Cursed New York, they're going to go into that with a lead, and it looks like right now it's at 28 points, but it could get to around 30.
Yeah. And I think that's the most important thing for Curse is they're going to take that first side. But keep in mind here, we got to flip sides. We got to flip it and reverse it. No Missy Elliott, though. And I think the big thing about that for Curse is just like, sometimes, they get this rap that they're an online team, right? And, Twiz, I'll be honest with you, he doesn't die online. It's the most frustrating thing in the world to say.
Tough, especially, a lot of people, I personally have a tough time killing John.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I haven't heard much about John in the fact of not being able to kill him, but Twiz, I just see him eat bullets. So this is a big win for him, just to show hey, we're not an online team. We're coming in this. EnVy, you've overlooked us. You can't sleep on us.
And a 29-point lead for 5-minute sides, that's a pretty good lead to have. EnVy, so keep this in mind. When you hold a 3-cap for a whole minute, that's plus 36 points you're going to get. So being up 29. That's pretty much, around a minute of security.
I'm glad you're in here with me because math's not my forte.
Yeah.
No, Nah.
So the way Dom works is you get 1 point per 5 seconds per flag you have. So if you're holding 2, your opponent has 1, you're only gaining plus 12 a minute. But if you're able to neutralize that flag, then you get plus 24 a minute. So I really love the addition of that neutral flag, being able to neutralize it.
Yep.
It adds a whole new dynamic to domination.
Yeah, apparently that wasn't in the past.
It wasn't.
I didn't know that. That's just kind of mind-blowing.
I'm pretty impressed you haven't called something a battle rifle yet.
This guy with the battle rifle joke. Everyone, clap it up. He's the first one to ever make this joke. He's really funny. Oh, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's funny because I played Halo, right?
Yeah.
It's so funny. Oh, man. Now we got that out of our system, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a plus. So coming in this other side here, I do believe Curse is going to have the A spawn. And I am going to assume right off the break that I think we're going to see someone go bottom and try to get that right control of C right away and just kind of leave B open. It all depends, though. Sometimes you get that kill on the break and you're like, screw it, we can take B. But other times it's like, nope, no sale.
Yeah, so the thing is, if you look at a team like Complexity, what they love to do is they push your team's home flag like no other. And what that does, it constantly forces you to rotate back, to take you out of position, and then that's when they're going to pounce on you and move in for that B flag. So kind of the mindset of somebody who's going to go underground, but it looks like Cursed New York, they're going to stack 3 on the left side. I think they have their eyes set on C.
Man, it's like I got a crystal ball.
Yeah, they're pretty smart.
Yeah.
How'd you learn so much about Call of Duty?
You get a lot of people who can teach you well. I mean, Neslo, big shout out to him, all the guys on Curse, Rambo, a bunch of people just really helped me out.
So just as you were saying, they won the breakout, they got a couple of kills. Let's not go C anymore. Now we're going to be able to capture B, and we're just going to keep on increasing to the already 29-point lead we have. And let's go over to EnVy. I want to watch their new pickup, Merc. So Merc, in past Infinity War games, here's more of an assault rifle player. He loved to be that positional player. But this time around in Ghost, he's actually using a submachine gun.
Yeah, it's quite impressive here. Karma getting 1 kill here on B. Rounding around is going to be taken out by a guy sitting on yellow stairs, jumping on board with Big Baby Merc. Merc, 11 event wins in Call of Duty, just a savage, and he's looking to make it 12 here, but he's got his work cut out for him in this map.
Yeah, I was talking to Merc before they started playing. He says he's never felt more confident with a team than how he feels with EnVy right now. So
Really?
Yeah.
He's never felt more confident. That's a good thing, because I mean, there's a lot of teams. Like Merc is notorious for being on teams who just don't do well online, and he kind of comes in and he's like, I'm not sure. But to have confidence is so important. The main thing about events for a lot of amateurs is like you got to feel at home in your own skin at these events.
It's a completely different atmosphere. I mean, you got kids yelling at you, got kids saying, let's go every couple of seconds.
every second, actually. It seems to be the main way of communication. Let's go.
All right, so Rambo was just able to capture the A flag, and he's just waiting for someone to jump it. And you also see that C flag is also going to be contested. So Rambo, he's going to have to do some work here. We'll find one, but immediately shut down Curse. They're going to be able to capture A, but they're also putting some decent pressure over to C. I don't know who this player is. So right now they have A control, they got B control, and still that one member just lurking around over near C.
Yeah, and we are still seeing 4 subs here coming out of Curse. They love the pressure that they're putting on, and I actually haven't seen Proofy switch over to a sub yet, and I'm wondering if he's going to actually make that. I mean, Proofy's comfort zone is AR. He's got a laser beam, right?
Yeah,
like
Proof doesn't miss.
No, he doesn't. He's got one of the best aims in the game, but sometimes you just have to just make that switch for the better of your team.
Well, right now, since they're down by over 40 points right now, they have to be a bit more aggressive on the map. They have to kind of speed the tempo up here. So Proof, I think maybe he's going to switch to Submachine Gun within these next few lives. I'm going to switch over to the EnVy squad now. Merc, he's on your screen. They have B, they have C, but I think they want to try to at least neutralize that A flag. B currently contested, it's neutralized. He's going to get the hit marker there. Unfortunately, he's got blast shield on, but he's going to make his way onto A now, and let's see if he's able to at least neutralize it.
Merc going for the neutralize here. His teammates are kind of scurried around the map. This is actually going to be big because there's no member of Curse New York pushing in yet. There is going to be one guy. He's going to come from above. Merc's just going to kind of sneak his way out of here. Now check back, and this should be an easy kill if he is able to get it, and he is, and now that is going to secure them A and C. This is actually looking good for EnVy right now because they got B. They got all 3.
It's a 3-cap right now for Team EnVy, but they're dropping like flies. They have to stay alive. B flag right now currently contested. Only one member on the flag. Karma, he's going to find, can't pick up the kill. Curse New York, they take over the B flag, and you see John here recapping A by the looks of it. So Curse, it was looking a bit scary there for a couple seconds, but they're able to stabilize, and now they got 2 flags to lock down on.
Johnny has a guy in front of him, takes down Karma, pushing through, has another guy going to be taken out. He's going to call it out to his teammates. His teammates have to get eyes on B. They don't want to give him any easy points, and down goes Assassin, and down goes Twiz. They're dropping like flies, and now EnVy is actually able to capture B.
Now, they need a 3-cap right now. That'll give them plus 36 points. If they are unable to capture 3 here, then it's just about all she wrote here, Gandhi. Curse New York, they're going to take map 1. Yeah,
it looks like they're able to secure B here, and now we're going to see as BL Fire refused to call Blind Fire.
What? Blind Fire. Blue Fire.
Bly Fire.
Blue Fire.
Blue Fire.
Something like that.
I like that.
So, another fun fact about this Curse New York squad is, if you take Twiz, Assassin, John, they're on the Fear team that won in 2011 at Raleigh.
Okay.
And then, so Blind Fire, it was pretty much these core 3 plus a Russian. That was Fizzer. Blind Fire, he's also Russian. So they have the formula going here.
Do you have like a notebook where you keep all this stuff in?
I do, actually.
Do you really?
No, I don't. It's just all in my head, man.
That's impressive.
I'm like the human Call of Duty wiki.
You're like Rain Man for COD.
Yeah.
But way
like
better looking.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Thank you. But here we go, the end of the game. Even though it says it's tied, it's the second half. Curse New York, they're going to take the victory by 29 points. And Blind Fire did some serious slaying, 15 and 10. But everyone from Curse New York has 5 caps. That's 20 caps as a team.
Yeah,
that's 5 minutes of play. That's a lot.
That's a good round for them. I mean, they're very, very good on Sovereign, and the scary thing for EnVy right now is that the map 2 is going to be Sovereign Search and Destroy.
Yeah.
So they have to play this one very safe. But I mean, if there's one thing, just looking at kind of like the body language of EnVy, normally they're not a hype team, but normally they're a little bit happier.
They're always calm.
They're always calm.
They're always
cool and
collected.
collected, but normally they seem like a little bit more chipper, I guess you will.
All right, so anyways, guys, that does it for map number 1. In the final match of the night, we're going to commercial break. When we come back, it's going to be Sovereign Search and Destroy. We're going to find out if EnVy can tie the series up.